enjoy our time here? Mostly everyone said no. Even I did. But then I started thinking about when we first arrived here at Tilden in 6th grade, and everyone's maturity level was about yay high. Sure, maybe at first it was a little scary having to transfer to a whole new and bigger school, but then as time passed and we got to meet new people, we soon realized there was nothing to be scared about. As the year went on, everything was great, until we realized it was time for final exams. I remember how everyone was talking about how much their head hurt from thinking so much and how nervous they were because they didn't study enough. By the end of the week, everyone was relieved that the exams were over. The only good thing about the final exams was that it reminded people that the school year was almost over. Some people thought that 6th grade went by extremely slow, but that it wasn't all that bad because we went to outdoor ed and to the zoo. But then again, we had to complete a packet at the zoo. Then 7th grade came. We were now with the big kids, upstairs, no longer the babies of school. The first thing that pops in my head when I think of 7th grade is how during the first 3 weeks of school, people kept on getting lost and confused as to who their classes were since everything in the halls was the same. The teachers were a little bit stricter and there was a lot more homework. By the first month, you could already tell that 7th grade was going to be harder and that it was no joke. For me, the most confusing part was learning and reading Shakespeare. Even though there was lots of homework and projects, they weren't all that bad. I even had fun when we had to do our genetic project in science. That year, we also got to go to the zoo, but again, we had to complete a packet. I would have to say that 7th grade was my favorite year at Tilden because everyone got along, my class schedule was perfect, and a lot of my friends were in my classes. Plus, the year did not go too fast or too slowly. It went by perfect. And now, we are here at our 8th grade promotion ceremony. We have gone through a lot of projects, homework, exams, MSAs, and even drama throughout the 3 years here. We have made some new friends and have lost some. It's hard to imagine that just 3 years ago, we came here with our 5th grade class not knowing what would happen. 8th grade is where everything we learned in the past is put to the test. Every day we had homework just to do the next day, and we had projects that if you didn't turn them on the exact date, you would get points taken off. Some people thought that the teachers were giving us too much homework, project, and quizzing at the same time. But it was just them getting us prepared for high school. And by doing that, we now know how much we will need to get ready for the next level. So thank you. I sometimes think about what would have happened if we have never gone to Tilden. Well, look around. If we have never gone to Tilden, we have never gone to meet all these wonderful staff and teachers and friends who have made such an amazing impact in our lives. As I was writing to speak, a lot of great memories came to my head, which made me realize how much I was going to miss Tilden and the people who are not going to be in Walt Johnson next year. For example, remember that Shakespeare I talked about? Well, Ms. Duckett really helped us with that and made it come alive when she had us dress up and act out scenes from the play. This year, the staff and teachers had a goal, and it was to make Tilden more fun. At first, everyone rolled their eyes and talked about how much they could never make school fun, but then they actually did. We had the DJ at lunch, and we had our MSA fun day, where we got to pick to either watch a movie, work on an art project, or watch the volleyball tournaments between staff and students. Plus, we had that hip-hop dance group that came all the way from Philly, which wasn't all that bad. So, to finish the speech, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Did you enjoy your time here at Tilden, and what did Tilden mean to you? If some of you say no, you might want to think again about all those times you laughed in class so hard that you had tears running down your face. When you sat there in class and all of a sudden something funny or that made you happy happened, and you just randomly started laughing. And trust me, I would know because I've seen that happen. I now know that when I look back at my middle school years, I will be proud of everything I accomplished at Tilden and all these wonderful friends I made. Thank you. We would like to present Mr. Green, Mr. Lehman, Ms. Jules, and Mr. Green with these gifts for thank you for all your support. Also, we would like to present Ms. Schmidt and the staff for thank you for helping us this year. like to introduce our other 8th grade speaker, Rachel Lowe.